Yay, I'm live. People are like, yeah, you should go live and show off all your stuff and I don't know, my interesting projects and relaxing voice, I guess, but the timing and I don't know, topics and also wherever people live at in the world and I don't know, whatever's going on never seem to match up. So, yeah, I don't know. No idea. Got to get those watch hours somehow because I don't know, live streams are like the way to get watch hours for whatever. I don't know. And yeah, I make enough shorts and long videos kind of suck for some reason. Hey, what's up, Sarah? Yeah, that's my interesting starter right there that I should be putting in my car, but I'm procrastinating, even though it's 87 degrees out in Iowa. What's up with that? I do not understand the global not warming and our temperatures here in the Midwest. It kind of is confusing. Yeah, I can't find those colored pencils. I don't know where the heck they are at. I don't know which box to look in, or tote, or all the above. I only got a few that are the drawing ones, and the shading pencils, and the shading stick, and I don't think I got my what's it called, pink pet eraser or whatever it's called, from back in the '90s. Yeah, I'm recording on my show for my shoe my shoe show for like the second time, I think. I don't know. I made this in high school a long time ago in my ceramics class. It's all like, godly approved and everything on the bottom. What up, Deneen? Yeah, hit the like button because I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I decided to go live because people said I need to go live to start showing off my stuff, and I have no idea what to talk about or I don't know, show too much, pretty much. My usual shorts of like, this kind of crap from like the 90s, a 90s brick. Here's a couple of my Auto World Ultra Red Chase vehicles I found because I don't know, I collect too many toys. Yeah, thank you, Deneen. I don't know. Batgirl said I need to go live, but of course, where's Batgirl at? She disappeared. So, I don't know. This thing. I don't even know. Should I mod some people or what? Yeah. Boom. Check out that. There, I made a couple mods. Yay. Deneen has a wrench. Sarah has a wrench too. So what should I talk about in my lovely live stream today? I hope I'm not yelling. Hey, you're welcome. Hey, Dill, what's up? I'll add you too. I laughed at that car. It's like, oh, it's a nice car with a no wheel that they drove on. And then you're all looking inside of it with dirty mechanic's hands. And then you draw on the dirty paint on the outside. Yeah, that cracked me up. That was funny. Yeah, anybody want to put my starter in for me? I don't really want to do it a third time. Kind of sucks. Of course, it's not raining outside or it's not freezing, so it's like the perfect time to put a starter in a car. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't feel like it. It's just I don't know, adulting. I'm still making heat shields for I don't know, whatever reason, because GM didn't put them on there. But yeah, and then I'm thinking about all the stuff I got to do to replace a starter, and not fun. Who really wants to blowtorch their exhaust manifold bolts and spray some penetrating lube or some WD-40 on it and watch it drip all over everywhere and all the rusted chunks, and then remove that just to undo the two bolts for the starter and the lame starter heat shield wrap that I put on there twice already that didn't work. And yeah, remove a 15 to 18 pound brick with no arm movement or length or, you know, any room at all. What up, Big Keg? Check this out. Make you one too. That didn't work. Phone, what's up? Oh, you already are one. Never mind. You're all right. Big Keg's a mod from the last two times I did a live stream forever ago. Somebody has a skid bed toilet issue, I guess, apparently there. What up, T-Bird? You're already mod too. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. It's 87 degrees outside. Can you imagine that here in lovely Iowa? Last week it was kind of cold. Don't get it. Borealis Queen, how you doing? Yeah, I seen your turkeys. That's cool. I miss my old location where I used to live. I ain't gonna. Oh, it's 4:08 p.m. right now. Yeah, I miss all the wild turkeys and the wild animals and stray cats and raccoons and opossums and everything else that we had in our old neighborhood and old house and the lakes and I don't know, wildlife stuff, bike trails. 7:12 a.m. How's babysitting going? Oh yeah, we used to take in stray cats, rat blacks, and they were basically stray cats that our neighbors would like to poison with antifreeze or something else. So we used to bring them inside the house and take care of them and rescue them. And then we moved, and now we have no cats. Even though I got this lovely catnip plant I've been growing for the cats we don't have anymore. Yeah, so I don't know if anybody's seen my shorts. I'm sure many of you have. I've been working on replacing my original starter from my car so I can, I don't know, go places and shut my car off and come back home is convenient. What up, Ray? Boom. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Where's Batgirl? She's like, you should go live, and then she's disappeared. Congratulations, Rat Blacks, on your subscribers thing. On your subscribers thing and your giveaway you had. Yeah, your twinnie's missing. I don't know where she's at. I was talking to her on Messenger earlier because of that some other person that we know that I don't know was our friend one moment and now not the second moment, and gets mad anytime we post anything about her, like her new kittens she just had, but she's handling them like the day they're born, and I don't know, doesn't understand animals, I guess. Hey, you're welcome, Rat Blacks, no problem. Yeah, so I've been taking license plates and cutting them with the my aeronautical cutters or snips, and wrapping them around this lovely O'Reilly's exhaust pipe I bought, and then clamping them down to make somewhat some kind of a heat shield for the exhaust that's piping right next to my starter. And apparently the junk starter wraps they make that are pretty much universal for any vehicle that I've bought twice already suck. And then I bought a replacement starter here at the O'Reilly's in the town I moved to, and I called them about the whole starter heat issue, and they're like, yeah, pretty much the same thing that my other friend said that lived in Arizona, and also people on, like, I don't know, the internet or YouTube or certain sites about my car or Camaros, and they said I need a aftermarket high torque mini starter because they're probably not made in the 80s, and don't fry from heat soak, and they're designed to like not be next to the exhaust manifold and the hot box area and everything else, but I don't have the money for one. So yeah, it's kind of like, weigh my problems and go with whatever works. And yeah, but what up, Liberty Blades? 3K Brandy, what's up? Yeah. I watched for my name on there, and then I'm like, hey, I found my name, and then I got out like the next second. I'm like, really? I'm not used to this whole live thing, so I got to I don't know, get my stuff together. Boom. Yay. I was kind of like wondering if a bunch of trolls would show up, or like, I don't know, nobody. For a while it was nobody. I was just kind of like, okay. Hey, Tom, what's up? Come on, phone. Boom. Yeah, Tom, somebody's mad at me because I made a short video about them handling their kittens like the day they were born, and talking about bottle feeding them and everything else. And then they're making live stream videos like the one that's still left up for some reason for 3.5 hours of them showing their brand new born kittens in the mom cat, and also calling me on Facebook Messenger at like 1:30 in the morning, complaining about me. Well, I never answered the phone, but complaining about me making a short about them because anybody that knows anything about animals. No, you're not supposed to touch like wild or baby animals when they're laying around or born. But apparently, this person doesn't know that or doesn't care. Yeah, Karen, definitely. Yeah, There's enough shorts of her. I was thinking about posting another one a little while ago, and yeah, she's something. I don't understand her. Yeah, I mean, even when I was a kid, I'd see like a bird laying on the ground, and I'd say, "Mom, Dad, there's a bird. There's a baby bird laying on the ground. You know, should I rescue it, or what should I do with it, or should I pick it up?" And they're like, "No, don't touch it because the mom bird won't take it back, or they'll just leave it. So just let it be, and they'll eventually get it." I'm like, "Okay," and I knew that from when I was a kid. um, no, it starts with a C and ends with an M. Sounds like okay. What up, Big Toy Box? Yeah, I'm doing a live. Just a second here. Boom, there you go. All these friends and they're like not nearby. What a life. Yeah, exactly. They'll kill them. Or just basically abandon them. Yeah, she says she has bottles for these bottles and milk or something for these freshly newborn cats, and I'm like, you don't need to feed them unless the mother abandons them or they don't have a mother, and like you don't need to be touching them and like handling them, and then instead of your regular usual live streams with just a random picture behind it and nobody and just terrible music playing the whole time and all the simps in the chat, or me and like Bad Girl getting basically blocked off of her live stream so nobody can see our comments, and now she's on there just posting her animals and handling them and talking about what a wonderful mother her cat is, even though some other things. And I don't want to talk a bunch of crap about her, but for those who know probably know, and yeah, it's kind of sad. I love cats too. I miss my cats. I think my phone is charged enough. I'm going to show off my junk. So here's some, I got this house we moved into, and this awkward bedroom with no closets. So, I got nowhere to hang my clothes because I got no closets, and all my vehicle collections everywhere because I'm lazy and I don't put nothing back. And yeah, I got this wonderful catnip plant for the cats we don't have anymore. For some reason, I just keep growing it. I don't know, some docs that are old, older than the missionaries that come over to my house. It's funny. Yeah, this whole getting old thing kind of sucks. It's funny, but it's not. Oh yeah, I'm collecting some accessory heat shields there, or template heat shields, I guess. I don't really know how well a pop can will hold up to exhaust, but I figure if catalytic converters have heat shields on them, which are probably not aluminum, they're probably made of stainless steel, but if they survived right on top of a catalytic converter for like 30 some odd years, and then I finally ripped them off because they're rattling, maybe pop cans would work for a little while. I don't know. Whatever I can do to resolve the issue with a junk original starter that I cannot replace with a better aftermarket starter, but I need the starter to get a job. I don't know, meet new people or meet people to run away from or get out of this attic. Oh, did I just get a message from Messenger? I see stray cats here all the time. I think it was probably after this area flooded, and I see stray cats running around, and I'm always calling them. They stop and look at me, but then they just kind of run away or wander away, or just hide. And I'm like, come back, missing friend I don't have. I'm just like, I miss my cats. We really don't have a room for cats here, but oh yeah, my mom has her old dog that used to be my grandma's dog, and it does circles all the time. And I I think my mom's dog needs to be put down. I think it's that old. It's just too old. It's pretty much blind. It gets stuck under every possible thing in the kitchen area, like underneath tables. Let's see, a step stool. It got stuck underneath a step stool somehow. It wandered underneath that. It gets stuck in the corner all the time. It can't see anything. It makes accidents on the floor, which I posted, which was one of my short videos. I'm like, yeah, let's work on the car. Let's come back inside and find out how much you crap on the floor. That's cool. Yeah, it needs to be put down just because of, it sucks, but I don't want to be like my dad in a wheelchair and blind in a nursing home, or like my mom's dog or my grandma's dog. That's my mom's dog. That's blind and can't see and can't really walk anymore. And yeah, it's just not cool. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Somebody said I need to use a gap somehow, but I'm thinking there's no room underneath my car anyways for anything, and I don't really know what to use to make a gap between the original exhaust pipes and the new shield pipes or shield wrap I'm going to put on there with the metal. That's all good, T-Bird. At least your dogs can function, so that's a plus. Has Wilson survived? Yeah, see, some people don't like cats. Some people do. I hear you. We had stray cats that like to spray on everything, and that kind of sucked. Or claw the door frames around doors or furniture. That was always lovely to have, like, roughly looking sanded bad projects going on all of our door frames. Or changing cat boxes really sucked. That was one of my least favorite jobs to do, or tasks to do, was clean a cat box. Yeah, no thanks. That's the only thing I don't miss about cats is cat boxes or messes or spraying or, yeah. But yeah, so far I have my old work gloves from the job I don't work at anymore. I have this license plate that it actually has heat spray on it, but I wrapped this one around for like the exhaust piece that goes what would you say? It's like from the cross pipe from the driver's side going over to the passenger side where they combine to the catalytic converters. It's like right underneath my starter. I got my magical aeronautical snips or tin snips or whatever you call them, metal cutters. Yeah, litter boxes suck, man. Especially when they don't make the litter box. And then, yeah. And then I got this little, this Menards decorative aluminum sheeting for, like, I don't know, kitchen stuff. I don't know what you would call it. Like decorative looking metal wall stuff around like your counter, or who knows. It's leather like looking, I don't know what you would call it. Leather grain, decorative sheet of aluminum leather grain. I don't know what it's for. Oh, I'm basically 3K Brandy. I'm basically trying to make some kind of heat shield for my replacement starter for the third time, because, yeah, everybody loves to replace a starter on a Firebird or a Camaro that, there's no room underneath to work on, even though it's raised up on jack stands. And fall here, yay. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I could wander outside and try to try to limp underneath my car for this live stream to show you what's going on. So the same company makes heat wrap, but whatever with heat wrap is I can't really heat wrap headers or manifolds because they're stock and there's no room, and I'm not taking my exhaust off just to replace a starter or to wrap them, and also because that I've heard that can possibly happen. But I figure if I use this is stuff from the same brand that makes the junk starter wraps for heat shields, which this is a chunk of the stuff that was on the padded insulation, and hope my original factory General Motors starter will not fry out in 5 years, every 5 years again. What up, Batgirl? Everybody's been wondering where you're at. Where's Batgirl? You're a moderator too. Yeah, I decided to go live. And then I'm like, where's everybody at? And where's Batgirl? I've been sending you messages on Messenger, but you didn't reply. So I'm like, oh, you're probably busy. And then the whole, around the world. Keep my life what? Yeah, pretty much. My life's a mess. My life and live is a mess. Yeah, I don't know. Should we wander outside? Yeah, it's a lovely 87 degrees outside today. It's not raining like it was last week. Or look at that, more possible heat shields. Cool. Yeah, it's a lovely 87 degrees outside today. I thought it was warm yesterday, and I don't know. Now it's 87 degrees outside, but for some reason it's freezing upside in my attic, which usually it's an oven, which I don't get. The air conditioner has not turned on once today. It's hot outside. I should get my cardboard to lay on. Well, yeah. This is what I got to work with. I mean, I weigh like 130 pounds, and these jack stands are at like max height I can put them at safely. Yeah, and there's my original converters nobody wanted to steal. I don't live in California. Is there a way I can turn my flash on? No, apparently not. Yes. All right. So these are the joining pipes, and that shiny looking thing is my allegedly exhaust wrap heat shield that I've bought twice. That is junk. That really does not do its job. But there is the starter, and there's the cross pipe, which I'm thinking that long piece of metal license plate that I turned into a shield is going to go. But then I got this down pipe right here, which is next to it, that also is right next to my starter. It's a bad design. They pretty much put the starter right by underneath the manifold. And yeah, I'm crawling underneath here anyways. Yeah, they pretty much put my starter right underneath the cross pipe and the down pipe, which I also have to get in here and take this down pipe off from the manifold itself. Yeah, this is like the room I got to work with. This, fun, living the dream. Yeah, I figured what I did will probably work a lot better than this aluminum foil looking crap. It looks like it's like aluminum leaf, pretty much. Yeah, there's the bolts for my downpipe. But I don't know how I'm going to really, make a gap between anything without it not rattling or more money I don't have. I mean, there's only 2 bolts that hold the starter up. but the thing weighs like 15 to 18 pounds. And then, and look at all this room I don't have. I can pretty much put my hand on the ground with my elbow and, or put my arm on the ground with my elbow, and then it would be up to like the bottom of my engine. And that's how much arm room I don't have underneath here to work. I'm sorry if I'm not reading all your, yeah, torch, pretty much. I got a torch. Sorry I'm not reading chats. I'm trying to struggle underneath the the bird here. No, I didn't look at that tape, bad girl. I'm just wondering how much temperature does the original heat wrap thing handle, I wonder? And then this junk shielding crap they put on there. Yeah, it's got Velcro. Like, you pretty much just wrap it on there like a burrito, and then it's got Velcro to hold it on there. But then you still need some kind of clamps to hold it down together. And yeah, it's kind of laughable. Kind of like, I don't know, somebody else we know. Oh, God. Let me get underneath here. I want to read you guys a chat. Sorry. I still smell Janine the same way as from like the who's I kind of forgot his live stream now, thankfully. But yeah, the coin one we used to watch. Oh, Ronnie, the Ronnie channel we used to watch a long time ago. See, I can't use. I don't have any ramps, but I've tried using them before. I borrowed some, and like my car sits too low that the ramps would pretty much hit the ground effects and then just kind of push to the ramp. So, and I'm not going to go to a mechanic because I don't want them to destroy more of my shit. Oh yeah, there's my gangster bullet hole I put on there. You know, it's like, why am I going to park next to this guy with a dented car when, you know, he has a bullet hole in the side of his car, right? It's that thinking thing. Yep, all original from 1989. But look at the pipes I can't wrap because there's no room to get to anything in there. And the starter is way over here in the back in the firewall area, underneath all this hot stuff. Yeah, where do you live across the country, don't you, Tom? Like the world? Yeah, Ronnie, exactly. Yep, antique bullet hole. It's like 25-year-old sticker. I think they come off at a car wash, but the last time I washed this car was like 2 years ago until recently. And I'm like, yay. I'm not even going to say how old my oil is because that's way overdue also. But yeah, there's no way I can heat wrap this at all. And I really don't want to replace pipes. Hey, what up, Resident Rev? Here, second here. Boom. Yeah, I decided to go live and, I don't know, talk about my problems. Yeah, I like the vintage. Well, that sticker's like 25 years old. I bought those stickers before I had my first kid that doesn't talk to me anymore, and he's like in his mid-20s now. Look at that. There's my painted eagle there. So let's go to... There's my Stingray. Yeah, I have a Stingray. It's not a Corvette Stingray, but it's a Stingray. Yeah, there's my other mode of transportation I bought for cheap and then finally got out of the shed like a couple months ago, and now summer's over. So this is all my shit. This is like all the stuff I got to go through to find anything, like my clothes or, I don't know, documents, anything else. Yeah, here's some VHS tapes, Sarah. This isn't even the shed of stuff, but yeah, this is all my crap that I don't have a closet to hang nothing in, or I don't know. I got one dresser to put my stuff in, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I pretty much can live in the garage except winter blows and not the warm kind of blows, kind of the freezing blows. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the payphone that Sarah wants that she can't have. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I don't know whose number that is. I don't know if that was from when my dad bought it, because my dad worked at the phone company, but I don't know if it's from like the 80s. Where did I see that date on there? There was a date on here somewhere. It said 1980 something. Oh, February of 82. So I don't know if that's a 1982 number or what. That's not our old number. But this was used as an actual house phone, though. It was hooked to our landline phones. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to answer anything. Yeah, it's cool, though. I wish my dad was still around, but times have kind of changed. It's kind of weird. Him working in the phone service for, I don't know, many decades and different phone companies, because they kept changing names. But Jenny's number, I know, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can, I don't know, nothing to print that out. It's not like we have one of those, I don't even know what it's called. It's got the really plastic with the sticker on it, and you click in whatever it is, and it clicks in like the numbers and stuff, or letters and stuff, and then you stick it on things for like labeling. P-Touch, maybe. P-Touch is a newer one. There's the electric motor that doesn't work. Yeah, one of my exes is named Jenny. Of course, now I can't talk to her. It's kind of weird. It's like we don't really have phone books anymore, or like, information to like figure out people's numbers or where they're at. Now we got social media, but then people don't use social media, some people, and you can't reply to them, or they never get a hold of you. It's like I'll look at somebody on Facebook and send them a message on Messenger, and then like a year later they still never reply. It's like, oh, that's cool, thanks. Yeah, the old school label makers. I can't remember what they're called though, but they're like, I don't know, probably as old as a typewriter. Yeah, my dad had those, and then he had a newer P-Touch one. I don't know who made them. Man, there's so much stuff I had to throw away when we moved. I had to like hold one hand to hold another hand. I'm like, well, which one do I want to keep? Which one do I want to throw away? Because this house is tiny compared to the last house we had. I got all sorts of nice clothes that are in totes. I can't find half of my stuff. It sucks. Awesome, resident. Yeah, if notifications would work fine, that'd be cool. Speaking of the YouTube errors that we always have, so that live you had, T-Bird, of the wild turkeys, I made one comment and then I made a second comment on it, and there's this other kid I'm subscribed to that, I don't know, makes shorts and stuff, and something about his girlfriend or having a girlfriend, and I said congratulations and something else. But then I was watching your live stream and I replied to his comments, and instead of the whole either deleted or missing comments thing that happens, or you can't find your comments ever, and then you go to studio and then it deletes your comments, but you go to studio and look at community and it shows all the comments that are not looked at or answered because the notifications on YouTube never even shows you got a comment. He's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, what? And it was basically about living where I used to live, and I actually seen wild turkeys fly. I didn't know they could fly when I was a kid where I used to live, and He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, that was supposed to be on the video that I was watching when I replied to your last reply while I was watching a live stream video. And yeah, YouTube likes to throw like random short comments that you make onto live videos, and it does that a lot. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I went back to your live stream and I saw I only had one comment. So I'm like, well, I got to copy and paste it and put it on your video because it's supposed to be on your video, not some other person's live stream. And I know a lot of people have seen that before. They're like, what are you talking about? And it's like, oh, there's a timestamp on a short. And it's like, yeah, since when has somebody had a 40-minute short? I don't know. Never. Yeah, exactly. That's what it did to you today. It was some other kid, and I think it's like a Love Diecast, or I don't know. He never really comments much on mine, and he said he was going to quit, but then he still makes another channel. I don't know. I don't even know how to make another channel. I had to make another channel after my other one got nuked. Yay! Don't want to work on that. Man, I have an old. My mom saved some of the weirdest junk. I want to show my junk, but not my personal junk, but my collection of stuff junk. Yeah, she saved I thought it was a doorbell. I'm like, cool, we need a doorbell at this house, but my mom saved this because she thought it was cool, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Is it a phone? I guess I don't know what kind of phone. I'm like, who's gonna buy this for one? And yeah, this is a phone, apparently. Let's text somebody and see what they say. Oh, hey, there's a phone number on here. Not my old phone number, but yeah, some old ass phone with that. And I found these ear things for like telecommunications, and now I don't know because she moved some boxes around, but there were yeah, for like old school phones that had the big microphone plugs for stereos you plug into for the back, and the things for these style phones that go into the wall. I'm like, man, those things are old. I think it was from like the early 80s. I'm not sure which box they're in or where they're at now, because I had to move some stuff around so we could figure out how to get some of this stuff organized, because there's too much stuff, and she just kind of like is a hoarder. I wonder where I get that from. And just stuff everywhere. And yeah, it's still the same shit. And all of my tools are in this tote, which is, great. I'm like, yeah, let's replace the starter with all of my tools that are mostly in this tote, or like, I don't know, in a bucket somewhere else with my wrenches, or my jack off sitting on the floor there, and then the other jack off that's too short to get underneath my car. And yeah, I can't believe those deer whistles never worked for you. This is my spare one of the other ones I got that are new, but yeah, I don't know, they work for me. I've hit a deer with my 82 Firebird, my first car I had, and yeah, that wasn't fun. Wow. Yeah, see, we had all sorts of phone stuff because my dad worked for, what was it? Northwestern Bell, US West, and then it was something else, I think, and then he retired. But yeah, he worked for us like 4 of the same of the phone companies: US West, Quest, Northwestern Bell, some other one. I can't remember. I don't even know what the land phone is called around here anymore. I can't find the. Yeah, I don't know where those ear things went to. I probably moved them. But yeah, it's always like, let's guess to see where I want to find my catalytic converter chunk that blew out of my car, I don't know, years ago, and then I ran part of it over. I can't seem to find it. It's in here somewhere, but I don't remember what box I packed it in like 2 years ago, or tote, or either or. I mean, moving sucks, man. I hate moving. Yeah, Gen X, exactly. I don't know, man. Like, a lot of people, like Sarah was mentioning how kids nowadays don't respect their elders and just kind of think they know everything. And no, not really. They're kind of not very bright. Not to be mean, but it's like I miss payphones. Payphones were nice back in the day when we had them until like the I don't know. I think early 2000s when we had payphones and they started taking them out. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where I put them at. Yeah, motivation and going through my shit kind of sucks here. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to do it. Oh well, I did that a couple years ago, T-Bird. It's all good. I don't know. I've honestly done worse things in my life, so um, yeah, I don't know. You can probably guess, but yeah, whatever. I go to church now, so I can just be like, repentant for it and everything's all good because we're human and we all make mistakes. And I wish I had a Carmen Gia still. Yeah, apparently my busted chunk of catalytic converter still works because that was the way of testing it, is get it really hot and then like I just blew the propane through it and no flame after it got hot and it stayed red and it kept glowing. So I guess that's pretty much how the catalytic converters allegedly burn off whatever leftover toxins, I guess, before they come out the muffler I don't have because I deleted that. I've seen I've seen what? Hotels with dirty movies? What? I don't know. Isn't that pay per view or some shit? Uh, put the quarter. This is an old phone. This is an old coin. This is 1980. This phone is from 82. And that's kind of funny that like you can't use a dollar coin in a phone. I guess that's when you have to, dial SOS or something or emergency. That's kind of funny though. I think I would just like to go to a motel that doesn't have a body between the mattresses or cockroaches. That'd be cool. I've heard about those. Probably my interesting selection of videos I watch on YouTube. YouTube is my TV. That's why I'm always permanently online all the time because I'm watching YouTube because I don't have TV and I don't know. My phone is my TV. Terminally online. Yeah, I don't have that kind of torch. I just got like a regular, I don't know, camping kind of torch thing. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like Knuckles and just sit and look at the Ford Ranger here and look at that beautiful car. Look at that broken Ranger. Yeah, I don't know, man. This getting older stuff sucks. What happened to summer? Summer's already gone. Dillhole's probably busy writing stuff on people's dirty cars. That's funny. Yeah, where is Catherine? I don't know. Probably feeding her cats or handling them. Yeah, I don't know about her. She was all friendly to everybody and nice and stuff. And then she decided to start talking crap about, like my dead kid and my voice recordings from YouTube or from a Facebook Messenger that I sent her. My voice recordings. She went live on whatever Xanax, alcohol, all the above, weed, who knows what she was on, crack, and was blasting my voice over and over again on her live stream. And I'm thinking, well, I went live, but I'm not even on my channel, and that's cool. Yeah, Catherine. Catherine, not okay is her name. Yeah. Arm in the leg. It needs a water pump. I don't know. Other than that, it's a high mileage Ford effing Ranger. It got helped move here once, and that was about it. Yeah, exactly. She called you that. I don't know. I guess she went live this morning when she blew up my phone when I was asleep about 1:30 this morning and called me on Facebook Messenger, and then she actually left me another message on there saying, how dare I talk crap about her, and her cats are still alive from what I've heard. I think one of them already died, but yeah, she's like, I know how to take care of animals and blah, 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 and I can have bottles to feed them, and I'm like, whatever, dude. And then she left her live stream up from hours ago, 3.5 hours of her live streaming her kittens with her horrible music in the background, and also talking about me in her live stream, saying, "Oh, I'm putting up posts about stuff and her animals." And nah, it's a '96 year I graduated. Ford Ranger Sport. Yeah, I don't know, really read her messages either. Yeah, exactly. I don't even know my mom paid for this Ranger. Well, I don't know. It's a special one. It's the Ranger. It's a Ford Ranger Polaris XP edition because I put an XP Ranger sticker on there from one of the what do you call it? Rangers that I used to build at Polaris on there. I just thought it was funny. It's kind of missing the one sports sticker off the side. It's got sports stickers everywhere else on it. No splash. It's a splash. Yeah, this Ford sucks. Yeah, we didn't do anything to her. We just basically talked to her, and then she started to like unmodding me and Tom and some other people, or then all of a sudden all of our chats would just disappear from the live stream, and nobody could see our messages at all, and then for some reason I got remodded, but then I was blocked again on there, and she says it's the her free internet and the 2 phones that she doesn't have with service and her TV, and I don't know, the mafia is controlling her stuff, and Batgirl's unmodding people because it's not her channel, and whatever else story she seems to believe, I guess. Yeah, I was like, whose birthday is it? And then she says it's her brother's birthday. I'm like, yeah, because that's just funny timing there, Catherine. What up, Knuckles? Yeah, we're chilling outside looking at my lovely yard ornament. I'm trying to mod you. Mod, yeah. Yeah, Knuckles, there's the beast that I got to work on, which I should be doing. It's 87 degrees outside, which is kind of weird, but I really don't feel like crawling underneath there. Yeah, Ranger danger, exactly. That's why I drive the Trans Am during the winter, because I know I'm not going to die in it. That thing almost went off the cemetery on a curve down the road one winter, even with its ABS brakes, and yeah, the truck kept going into a fence, and there was like a 3-foot drop off on the other side of that fence that I kind of partially went through. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna drive you to winter anymore. Old ass milk can ashtray. Yay. Save the environment. Yeah, 87 degrees sounds chilly. Well, yeah, true. Maybe there, I guess. Here it's kind of warm. It ain't 90, thankfully, but the blue crew. Yeah, I don't know. She's way out there. I don't even know what you would call it. Bipolar and I don't know. I can't even think of all the mental disorders right now. She's just out there. What up, MD Diecast Hunter? I'm deciding to go live. Yay. Oh, shit. I just messed up something. Okay, I hope I didn't screw Batgirl up here, because I didn't remove it accidentally, did I, Batgirl? I hit the wrong button because my phone sucks. It's a Galaxy retarded phone. I don't know. I'm doing all right. I'm not working on my car like I'm supposed to be. Any dead giant bugs? I don't know. I still have the cicada that I found dead. One of them blew away next to my alien invasion truck that I found walking one day. Oh yeah, let's look at this. I don't know, man. I was weird. It's like 50-some degrees one day, or it's raining the next day, or it's like 80-some odd degrees like today. It's kind of bogus. Yeah, here's where all the cicadas unburied themselves to crawl around and get stuck on everything and everything else, and then be flying around buzzing in trees, making a loud noise until I find them dead on the ground. Yeah, we had all sorts of well, there was more. Yeah, all sorts of cicada holes everywhere, but I can never find them unless they're a shell or a dead cicada, like in the back of the Ranger. That's where I usually find them all. This guy's air conditioner wasn't so loud. You can probably hear him in the trees a little bit. It's kind of the whole motivation thing. It's just kind of like, Nice resident. Yeah, well, I've been on an hour. I didn't plan on being on for an hour. I'm going to say I need to get that watch hours, I guess. I guess I have over 1 million views on, like, my channel. I don't know how. I got well over, like, 1,600 subscribers. I don't know why. I just post my stuff and memes and, I don't know, whatever you would call it. Yeah, Big Toy Box, it told me I have that many views. I'm like, what? I'm like, no way. We had lakes where I used to live, but I'm not a swimmer. But good luck on the ocean. That'd be kind of cool. I'm single, so I don't know, whatever. Living the dream, I guess. I'm just looking for a stray cat that always wanders around here that doesn't talk to me. Yeah, I'm real something. I don't know. Been through enough stuff. This town sucks. I hate living in this town. I used to come down here because it's not that far away from where we moved from, but living here kind of just bites. I don't know. I'm surprised Catherine hasn't shown up yet. No, not a robot. Well, I got a plate in my head. Does that count? Thanks to, relationships and going through car windshields and stuff, that's always not fun. Waking up in a coma 2 weeks later. Like, I thought we were going to Ames. No, you're in the hospital. But I can remove this from my arm. I got like this wrapped thing around my arm with a brace on it. I can just unwrap it. And they're like, yeah, you're not supposed to remove that. I'm like, where the hell am I? You're in the hospital. What happened? Oh, you got into an accident with your girlfriend. She drove into a car head on and you went through the windshield. Oh, I thought we were moving. Hey, that's cool. I got 11 and 11. Big shark. Yeah, hopefully, T-Bird, you didn't have like a plate put in your head. That it's not metal, it's ceramic. It's like hip replacement. I got hip replacement in my head. Yeah, and then the seizures afterwards kind of suck. Yeah, I'm part Terminator. I wanted the pictures of the X-rays from the doctors that I got taken to, but I guess eventually they throw your X-ray pictures away, but they keep the documents, which is kind of weird. Doesn't make sense to me. But I did get a video of like a CAT scan or some kind of imaging scan of my thing on a like a DVD disc, and I couldn't watch it. It was kind of I'm into gory stuff, but I couldn't watch it. But it showed like my head. But like when I seen the X-ray of my head and the pictures, it looked like I had like bubble wrap in my head. It was all like just like this white with like dots everywhere in it. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And they're like, oh, that's a plate in your head. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. It looks like a planet or something. I still have that disc somewhere with my Windows XP computer that doesn't work that I got to fix. Reinstall Windows XP Professional on it, but then I can't probably update it or even like get it to work because I got to go online or something, and that's not going to happen. Why did you end up going to the hospital, T-Bird? If you want to say. I don't think you look like a robot. It was the weirdest thing, honestly, like for many years afterwards. Okay, well, T-Bird probably knows this because he burns his hands often. You know when you burn your hand or you burn a part of your body and then you let's say you burn one finger on one hand, but you touch it with the other hand, and you can feel yourself touching your burned appendage with one finger, but you can't feel it on the burned finger. That's what my head felt like for a couple of years. It was weird. So I'd always touch my head, but I'd feel the pressure, but I would not feel the touching of my head at all for many years. Like there was no nerve feeling. It was kind of weird. Yeah, shortcut out of a tree does not sound fun. I'm glad he can still walk. Yeah, it was numbness. It was weird. It was like no feeling. Like actually some of my medical people called. I think it's Medicaid I'm on. I finally got insurance because I don't have a job because I'm. an upstanding citizen. But they're asking me how if I know if I'm going to have a seizure and if it's epilepsy. I'm like, no, it's not epilepsy. It's from a car accident. Somebody got me in and everything else. And they're like, how do you know if you do you have symptoms or do you have feelings or like know when you're going to have one? I'm like, yeah, kind of. And it's like, I'm talking to this lady on the phone and never talked to her before. I'm like, yeah, you ever heard of the pass out challenge, like on TikTok or trends people do nowadays? It's like, we used to do that in the 90s before we had internet. And it's kind of the same feeling as like having a seizure. It's like you can hear things and you can talk, but you can't really say anything, or you kind of feel weird. It's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of how I feel if I'm going to have a seizure. It's kind of like the pass out game. She's like, huh. I'm like, oh, that's the only thing I can relate it to. Yeah, I got to ride on a helicopter too. I didn't remember it because I was unconscious. The only time I actually remember being on a real airplane was flying to Florida to get that beast and then driving it kind of funny all the way back to Iowa from Tampa, Florida to the town I live in now, which, yeah, weird. I got a bee on my finger. He's flying on my phone get away from my face, bee. See, I don't even have Wi-Fi. I don't know. I used to have it at my Polaris job that I got fired from a long time ago. But take it easy, T-Bird. If you're leaving, or be careful. Yeah, it's a weird feeling, Tom. It's like, I don't know. I have different levels of how I'm gonna have them. So some is like stuck on stupid mode, kind of, and others are just full blown, just exorcist looking seizures. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I only rode on one helicopter and I never remembered it. It kind of sucks. I want my money back. Yeah, so I decided to do a live stream today. I didn't really show off any of my stuff, but I showed off some stuff. So, yeah, see, I don't know what vertigo is, but it's kind of probably the same feeling. Yeah, it's like you feel weird. It's kind of like, ugh. Yeah, I don't know. Seizures are something I would not want anybody to have, even if I didn't like them. It's like not fun. Yeah, it just feels like a buzz. It kind of feels weird. It feels like you're dizzy, like just like, uh, yeah, just kind of all loopy and just weird. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should take the bike out. Probably not. Take out the Stingray. Holla at some people on my Stingray. Yeah, this is my boring little neighborhood. This is the tree I throw knives at. That's what's left of the tree that fell down like a month or two ago with the 90-mile-an-hour wind we had here in the rain, and kind of like a tornado, but not really a tornado. That's the bunch that didn't get taken away. I took the big old ladder and tried to get them down, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just, not get hurt when no one's around and just say, it's all good and leave it up there. Yeah, just do people leave. At least we don't have tourists like my old town we lived in, like random people, or the the so-called neighbors that bought the house for their grandma or their mom and turned it into an Airbnb that I didn't know about for I don't know many years until later, and I'm like, oh, that's why there's always different cars here and just people hanging out in the backyard chilling. I'm like, I just saw you had a lot of family. I didn't know you had an Airbnb next to my house. Thanks for not telling me. I'm glad I had a burn barrel with a whole bunch of not properly things to burn in a burn barrel outside. They kind of got pissed, but I didn't care. Yeah, that's kind of what I felt, Tom. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna deal with it. It's a cool ladder. It was my dad's, but I don't know. Yeah, I just figured the hell with it. I'm not gonna deal with it. Branches fall down all the time before we have 90-mile-an-hour winds, so I'm just gonna wait till some more fall down, and then I'm gonna bust them up, and then see, we got part of a tree here left now anymore. I'm just gonna bust them up and then throw them back in our yard or them in Ford Ranger, and then eventually after they kind of dry out, oh, my little tree died that was growing in the back of the Ranger. I can't remember what it was called. That thing you buy land and you get a free tree or whatever it is. But yeah, usually I throw all the tree branches that fall down in the back of the Ranger, and then I'll bust them up, and then I'll toss them in our lovely trash bin over here. Oh, I don't know. That's cool. He has a taser, but I don't know if you want to get tased in the nuts. I've seen that on the internet before, and it was a cop with another cop for training. It's kind of funny. I hear you, Tom. I don't do a lot of things anymore, and I'm pretty much online and stuffed in the attic, so I just kind of I don't know, think of things. Plus all my stuff's in the garage that I can't find, so I'm paddling without a paddle. I don't know, man. I don't know how much for the Ranger. My mom said something about selling it, and she cleaned it up for I don't know whatever reason, and then she's like, maybe I'll keep it. I'm just like, whatever. I don't know. $2. I want my $2 cash. I don't think we packed a paddle. I think we had some oars at the house, but I think we left them. I can't swim, so I don't really care for the water. Man, I don't know. I would take $1,500 to get tased in the nuts. I don't know, Arm and Lag. Where do you live? There probably will be some towing involved, so you're gonna have to include that. Wow, where is that? I can't even pronounce that. Bonston, what? Yeah, live car auction, the Ranger, that's it. And whoever wants to put the starter in for me because I don't want to. Yeah, Brunswick, yeah, I think it would probably be not worth your money. Especially to have to replace the water pump. I've already looked at how to replace the water. Oh, there's cobwebs on everything. Thanks, fall. Yeah. The water pump's underneath the air conditioner unit and the power steering unit and I think a tensioner or some other kind of thing. I think you got to basically remove all that junk just to get to the water pump, which is, you know, inconvenient. Inconvenient, Ford. Thank you very much. I wonder why you own 5 Ford Rangers, because they suck. I always had problems with them. Mostly blown out transmissions. And drive. You'll come and get it. Yep. We're finding the road dead, pretty much. Fix or repair daily. I gotta think of some kind of theme with a yard ornament in there, but that's why I got an old car. That's why I got my '89, because it's got, like, you know, OBD1 computer in it, and no airbag, and no anti-lock brakes, and no traction control, and it's got some electronic things in there, but not much. Yeah, it's like right in the middle of the mess, somewhere under behind all the pulleys and the air conditioning unit and the condenser, and then you gotta take the fan off, which is hooked to the I don't know, the crank or something else, so it's always spinning. So you gotta take that off. Also, probably gotta take the radiator out. Yeah, I love my Trans Am. Not selling it. I've had it since 1999. That's my daily driver. Winter, summer, spring, fall. Hey, it's fall now. We don't want to hear fall, though. $500 for the Firebird. Nope. I flew down to Florida and paid $3,000 for it and drove it back to Iowa. That was like, yeah, 26 years ago. Birds. Bird is the word. Where'd you go, Robin? Somebody robbed my bird. Yeah, it's a clutch kind of fan. I got electric fans in the Trans Ams. Cool. Birds. Yeah, Robin built a nest on top of our motion light, and then it never had baby birds, and it never came back. And I did make a short video of it, and it scared me and scared the bird both at the same time. And yeah, then the bird just, I don't know, a month later was gone, never came back. Damn. Yeah, he wanted $4,000 for it, but then he was wrong on the mileage. I can't remember what he said it had for original miles. I don't know when I went to buy it. I think he said like 66,000 or some shit, but I think it was ended up being like 76,000 or something like that. So he dropped $1,000 off it. So I paid him in $3,000 of traveler's checks. But then the dude didn't have it has an aftermarket alarm on it, and he only had one set of keys. And I'm like, oh, all right. And he's like, well, I'll just mail them to you. I'm like, cool. I'm ditching the hell out of Florida then, because I'm not going to pay you for a car and then hang around Florida to wake up to not have a new car I just bought. I don't even know. I don't know what the Robin was doing. Because the stray cats are random, and they usually don't really come by here too often. Well, we did have a ground squirrel, and I wonder if the ground squirrel met the cat, unfortunately, because, yeah, T-Bird has a ground squirrel that just runs right up to him and, like, climbs up on him and grabs food and hangs out. And mine is like the same with the cats and just kind of runs away, even though I'm like not trying to provoke it or be loud. And I leave things out for it to, I don't know, have as a snack or whatever. And haven't seen it. Don't know where it went. Yeah, it was a cute little ground squirrel. I don't know if like a 13 lines of ground squirrel, I think what it's called. Get off me, fly. Yes. Jesus takes the wheel of my broken ass car. Yeah, I got 123,185 original miles on this car. It's like from 1989. I still have the original tape deck radio, but I put in a aftermarket CD player, MP3 player in it. Yeah, we used to have possums too. Possums and raccoons. They'd always eat our cats' dry food outside before we moved. Then there's the one stray cat that we did bring inside that would never let anybody touch it, or it would always run away from us. And then it had kittens, and then it decided to eat all of its kittens. And that was probably a month before we moved, and that was kind of weird. And she was kind of a weird cat, and her mom was a weird cat. Her mom was mean also. Yeah, I think it was cool to rescue animals because dipshits would like be up for the summertime from wherever they came from and intoxicated or not paying attention and just run animals over or get into accidents or anything else. Or then we had neighbors that like to put out antifreeze for stray animals, and then we'd have dead cats everywhere outside because somebody was poisoning animals, and I'm not cool with that. Hey, Rosanna, what's up? How you doing? Good morning. It's afternoon here. True that. We got more rabbits down here than stray cats. I think the stray cats that are roaming around here are probably from the flood we had 2 years ago. Right as the time when we had to move. You know, hey, let's move to a place that's flooded. That's cool. But yeah, there's some rabbits that are around here. And a lot of squirrels that run around. There's squirrels that run around all the time. I'm always kind of talking to them, but they don't like me either. I don't know. My cats love me, and yeah, I miss them. Wish could have brought them. Typhoon, that's not good. Yeah, I don't really know. I should know. I should know, Batgirl, but I don't. I don't know. Never really paid attention. Hey, there's a butterfly. Come back. Yeah, I don't really know how soon they can breed. Maybe I guess if you looked it up, I don't. I don't really remember. We just tried to keep them from not breeding. Yeah, typhoon does not sound fun. Isn't there a typhoon going on around Florida right now, too, JT? I've seen a coyote or maybe a fox once around here, randomly in some fields, but yeah, not too often, really. It was probably a long time ago. Well, just like T-Bird had the wild turkeys earlier. I haven't seen wild turkeys for a long time. They used to be by the lakes by our house, and even in our backyard or our streets and stuff. And walking around, just kind of like some deer. Oh shit, there's a cat. Oh, the house across the street. I just saw one of the black stray cats walking around. It like, can I zoom in on this shit? It's like, can. It kind of is. I saw it go right into there. Black cat. One of the few cats I see running around here. That there it is. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Yep, there's one of the stray cats that I see all the time. Kitty, kitty. Meow. Yeah, I don't know. Just seen one of the stray cats. Kind of weird we're talking about it, and then we happened to just see it. But anytime I call them, they just kind of like look at me and stop, and then kind of run away and hide. I'm like, really? Ooh, look at that beast. I'm waiting for that cat to pop out. I know it will. Usually it pops out and goes across the street. And it gives me the middle finger as I call for it. Where is the cat? Who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I figured to go live, get those watch hours. I don't know. Complain about whatever, nothing, and show my collection of everything. Well, you got blood pressure issues too, Rosanna? Take it easy, Denise. Thanks for stopping by my live mess. And yeah, have a good one up there. Yeah, people are crazy. Guaranteed. Oh, there's the cat. Knew he would come out. This Zoom sucks. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow. Psst. Meow. Yeah, stay safe with that weather and health. Where that did? It's my favorite color cat. Meow. I put some dog food out for you because the dog is not here, and I figured no one's gonna eat it. But then the flies attacked it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna throw this away because there's no stray cats. And then the next day, actually the same day, here you are. Yeah, come back. Where you going, kitty, kitty? I'm looking for a cat we don't need. Cheers, MD Diecast. Have a beer for me. I got a Corona in the fridge still, but oh well. It's not even a real full beer. It's like a smaller size beer. It's kind of like what? Shrinkflation or something. Yeah, I don't know. A Manx would be nice, but then again, a bigger size house would be better. I don't. This house is so tiny. It's like a trailer with a apartment sized garage on it. It's kind of weird. There we go. Invisible cat took off again. I never can figure out where they go to either. And it's gone. Yeah, it's freaking hot outside. Perfect day to me to be working on my car that I'm not working on because, you know. Yeah, that dog should be put down. It's old. I feel bad for my mom's dog. It used to be my grandma's dog, and my grandma passed away quite a while ago, and that dog is up there in age and years, and hey, I got a lucky ladybug on my shoulder. Get off. And yeah, the dog's blind. It just walks in circles mostly. It can sometimes barely walk. I don't know. It's sad to watch it eat food because its front two paws are like spread out and its face is in the bowl, and it looks like it's just drowning in its dog food. And then yeah, I take it outside to go to the bathroom, and then I'm like, yeah, let's work on this car. And then I go back inside to get something, and then there's shit all over the floor. And I'm like, really, dude? I just took you out. I tell her she needs to probably just put it down, and she's just like, eh. I'm like, yeah, but you know, I mean, it sucks, but it's probably the better thing to do. It's not like I want to really have to deal, or you probably have to deal with, like, you know, coming back somewhere or coming downstairs and finding, you know, a dead pet and then having a dead pet to deal with. Yeah, well, I didn't shit in the rug. It just shit all over the floor. I think it was mostly its food all over the rug. But yeah, then I had to throw the rug outside because it was soaked from its water dish it dumps over all the time, or she. Holly the dog, she dumps her water dish all over. She walks in her food and walks into everything. So yeah, it was all full of water from her water dish that she dumped over, and her food from, I don't know, laying in her food bowl, and then she shit over the floor. I'm just like, really, dude? So I mopped that up after I got done cleaning it up and everything else, and then I took her outside and kind of made a short video about the car I'm now working on, and then I see her take a piss on the yard like she's supposed to. And I'm like, well, good thing I brought you outside after you already made a nice one on the kitchen floor that I had to clean up. Cool. Take it easy, Tom. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good weekend. You too. Be safe, Rosanna. Can't believe it's fall already. That's crazy. Yeah, have fun with the wife. 15 likes, 6 people. That's pretty cool. I never really expected that on my random live of random whatever, I guess. Random being outside looking at a stray cat that won't come near me in my car that's broken, and I don't know, projects that aren't finished, and my mess of hoarding. Take it easy, resident. Yeah, you said you're going to go live or present something here soon, so that was probably a while ago, actually. I didn't know, bad girl. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. I'm not used to this whole live thing. Usually I'm in the chat, but I'm usually invisible on somebody's channel, so I'm just talking to myself. Seven. I don't even see. I don't even know what the Eastern time is. Eastern time would be. I don't know if that's later than here or what. I don't know. It's like I can't even tell what time it is here. It's 5:41 right now here, so 20 minutes away. All right, yeah, dang, that is a weird difference in hours. Hour behind, yeah, yeah. Until it's daylight savings, and then we get to change it back an hour. Yay! I really don't know who all has to do the whole daylight savings time change or not. 11:40 p.m. Yeah, you're in the afternoon there. I was on going on or whatever going on TV thing. I didn't win, but yeah, he's asked me what time it was there, and he said it was like 9 in the morning there. I'm just like, oh, it's like 3 in the afternoon here. Well, everybody have a good weekend that's leaving, and a good weekend everybody is here, and hopefully I get my car worked on. We'll see. Not really one of the things I want to work on, even though I should work on. The choose my battles quote. I'm getting bit by gnats. I hate the fall. Yeah, I'm surprised somebody else didn't stop in. If she did, I probably didn't notice her, but yeah, I'm surprised. Wonder if she's bottle feeding her cats. Exactly, bad girl. What do you mean about ask your sister about what she thinks about cars, MD? My lovely, my lovely bee sitting there on jack stands over here in the corner. Oh, yeah, its original starters are junk. I think they basically get hotboxed and the solenoid burns out. It's been a couple times I've replaced it myself, and probably I've had GM unlovely do it before too. But what people that have had these cars told me is I need a high torque mini starter, which I guess is newer, so it's built better, and also is designed to not be like shoved in the corner with all the heat, and it's probably made to avoid the heat. So I don't know, but I don't have the money for one, and yeah, it's kind of like I need to be able to get somewhere to get to work so I can get a paycheck, so I can go home, and then I can buy more cars, and then I can go to work and get a paycheck to buy more cars, and yeah, like the the whole like this is your eggs on drugs commercial thing. I go to work so I can get a paycheck so I can buy toys and then come home and yeah, hopefully this method works. I mean the junk things I bought twice that weren't $90 a piece for the better ones that I didn't know about, it's ridiculous. And yeah, the aluminum foil that's not even aluminum foil on there, it sucks and it's kind of a joke. So I figure if I'm using real metal, maybe even monster cans on there, maybe layers of monster cans or license plates. I don't really know. Kind of thinking about what I can do to not have to do this again for a long time or ever. I don't know, but yeah, the original starter is junk. I think it's just a bad design. And I really don't know what other kind of GM vehicles with small blocks use the same starter from the early 90s to the 80s. But yeah, yeah, but I can't. I have the titanium wrap. I just using the starter alone, but I can't wrap it on my manifolds because I got all the emissions junk in the way, and they're still attached to my car, and there's no room in there. I mean, sun's in my face. Yeah, there's like no room to get in there to wrap anything. And I wish my flash would work. My orientation is weird. Yeah, see, there's like no room to hey phone, whatever. I don't know what's going on here with this. Orientation is locked. Yeah, there's like no way I can wrap the headers or the manifolds. And there's like no room. And then everything's crossed below it or between it, around it. Yeah, it's kind of junk setup, I think. Honestly, I don't know how Corvettes deal with it. There's a guy over here who has a Corvette, but I don't know. Maybe he already put it back into storage again. He never really drove it this summer. But yeah, I don't think it really matters if I get a Bosch one or a Delco one or what I get. They're all pretty much the same, and I think they're all junk. Yeah, the only quick fix I have idea is just that titanium wrap I got that withstands 1800 direct and 2500 intermediate around the brand new replacement starter again and actual metal instead of their junk wrap burrito universal heat wrap shield thing they have. And I really don't know what that withstands for temperature wise beyond the tinfoil sheeting they got on there. The tinfoil, what is it? Yeah, like the tinfoil leaf wrap they got on the resistant material. Yeah, see, I always thought this car had a shield for it, but it don't. And I've tried to look it on like websites for Firebirds and Camaros and also GM stuff. But like a lot of places, either actual. Ooh, that's nice. Nice car. Yeah, see, I'm thinking it should have had a heat shield on there, but there's people that dealerships and other mechanics that like to do work on vehicles, and then they don't decide to put like all the parts back on they're supposed to, or they kind of think, oh, I don't really need to put that on, or I forgot, and then there you go. See, I don't even think he had a heat shield on his car, this Corvette next door. He bought it really cheap too, and the only reason they sold it is because it wouldn't start and it needed a new battery. And what's the luck on that? That's crazy. What do you mean squash the issue? Oh, yeah, it's probably the mini starter that they make aftermarket that I can't afford. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody said, actually, JT from Big Toy Box Reviews said, They might have newer engines that have better starters that would fit my engine block and probably provide me better luck and length and time than these junk ones. But I'm not sure if it's an LS one or what it would exactly fit. Yeah, I've looked up like JT Pop one off of Amazon and made a post about it, and I've seen them in racing magazines too that would fit for my car. Kind of similar too that would go on there, but yeah, I never ordered it. Never really had the problem at the time until later on. But yeah, these aftermarket supposed heat shields that I bought twice suck, and then they told me there's a better one, and it's $90. I'm thinking that costs more than the starter I just bought for a replacement for the third time. I'm thinking maybe 5 years. I don't know. I write down everything in a little notebook in my car, even though I never really, I don't know. Anytime I replace something or I get gas, I write down the price and the price per gallon, how many gallons I put in there, the total price, and the number of gallons I got. Even though I don't really do much with it, just to try to figure out my miles per gallon, or a log of what I fixed or replaced or just spent on. And I'm thinking probably 5 years ago. I think 15 years ago was the first time I replaced the starter, or not 15, 10 years ago. And then 5 years ago, I think it was the second time I replaced the starter with the same kind of bogus heat shield that's on there right now. But yeah, usually if I repair something, or anything, I write it down. I really haven't been writing down the gas lately because I don't have a full tank, but yeah, that's what I figured. I don't know. It's not a base model. It's supposed to be like the premium model Trans Am of the time. But then again, there's those people that, like to do work on vehicles and then not do correct work and kind of forget about stuff that's supposed to be on there, or take stuff off of there that should be on there and not put it back on. And I've asked GM themselves if there's a part for it, and they said no. But I'm thinking that's kind of weird, and I don't know why there's not. Yeah, I'm keeping the TPI. I love my TPI. I can actually work on it. It's not computer controlled that much. It's kind of computer controlled, but it's not like, I don't know, tinfoil hat time, everybody. It's not like, my car has GPS or anything on it, so I don't have to worry about that. And the only thing me and everybody else in the world has to worry about is like an EMP. That's about the only thing that would probably take my car off the road, or, the people that can't drive nowadays. Other than that, my car is pretty set for, I don't know, the zombie apocalypse or whatever. Agreed, bad girl. I don't see the point of spending like $45 or who knows what it is nowadays an hour for labor for people that can't do anything right. Plus, I already know it's broken, not to break again. So I can't kind of write that down in that little notebook or remember it, so then I can just kind of think back in my head. Oh yeah, don't break that shit that I broke last time, and all good. Yeah, definitely cheaper. It's just if I ever do it. Kind of got that lazy shit going on here. Yeah, see, I've heard that remote Ford thing too on thirdgen.org, but I don't know where to mount it. Plus, I got to deal with more wires coming off of it, and then I got to worry about those wires not getting fried by the manifolds themselves, and where am I going to route them to? And yeah, I don't know. I already got the bird's nest mess of the aftermarket alarm whoever installed in it probably decades ago. That's always fun. No, it's actually fuel injected. It's not the TBIs at all. But it's not the crossfire injection, which I heard was suck. I heard the crossfire injection is sucked, and they put it on a few Firebirds and a few Corvettes and ditched it after that. No, it's kind of weird though, because it's OBD1 computer, so it's not like an advanced computer with expensive parts to replace. But yeah, what the sun wasn't in my way. There's the fuel plenum area right here, and then my injectors, one of them right there, and another one right here, and then two more right there. But yeah, it's all fuel injected, but it's just kind of simple. I guess it's like, I don't know, yeah, dinosaur fuel injection, not like an old style Corvette injected, but yeah, it's fuel injected. It's just dinosaur. But I like it and I can work on it. Was the TBI easy to work on or was the junk? Yeah, I've heard the crossfire sucked. Plus, also, I don't want to be like, I don't know. I heard my friend said I would shit my pants if I ever rode in his fourth generation Mecum Trans Am he had that he ended up selling, and never got a ride in it. That was great, and we used to always screw around back in the day with our cars, and then we finally got GTAs, and then he got further on, but I didn't. But yeah, like, I see people with the LS swaps. There's actually a guy that has a Ricer car next door. His brother has a Ricer type car. I don't know what it is, but it has an LS in it, and it's a front wheel drive car. But I don't know. I don't see the whole thing with the wiring harnesses and different stuff and newer to older and having to put a different computer in and different everything else and swapping everything over to make it work right thing. And it sounds like a mess pretty much. And it's like, yeah, like, what can I do with the garage I got with all of my stuff that shouldn't be in a garage? And recently moving 2 years ago and having no tools and no friends and no stray cats that want to help me out. Boys and their toys, that's right. But I'm a real boy. Yeah, I don't know. I had a carbureted car. I think they sucked, especially during winter. And I still let my car warm up longer probably than you're supposed to, but I make sure my car is warm, especially during winter. I let it, even summer, I let it warm up for quite a while. I let it warm until the idle drops, and then I take off. You know, they say you're supposed to be able to drive a fuel-injected car minutes after you start it, and it will warm up and be okay and save gas. And I'm thinking, yeah, my car's not made in like the 2000s, so I don't believe your fake bogus information video or about repair work on cars or car theories or car hack of videos I see online on YouTube, like car channels that have misinformation advice I make meme videos out of. And I don't know. Have a good one, Knuckle. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I just, I don't know. Kind of go with what I'm used to and I think, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't use ethanol because it sucks for fuel. And, yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for showing up. I didn't really expect to go live, and I didn't know anybody would show up. So I'm just kind of like, heck with it. I'm just going to make a live instead of working on my car because, you know, decisions and choices and things. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I miss my old Volkswagen. I miss our Carmen Ghia I had when I was a kid. My parents had a Carmen Ghia and all of the Beetles we had, and don't have anymore. And like when we were moving, I found the original owner's manual to our, I think it was like a 70s Volkswagen Karmann Ghia that we had back in the day. And I made a short of it. But yeah, we still had the original Karmann Ghia owner's manual from 70s, 80s, I think it was. And I thought it was pretty cool. And I missed that car, even though it was a piece of crap. Probably not. It's going to get dark soon. I could probably start on it. But I don't know. I thought about it. I thought about it earlier, and I'm thinking, hey, let's just do a live stream because I can't find anybody, and a few people are online right now are replying and are just a live stream and whatever. I'll just do a live stream because the, adulting and stuff. I don't know. It might be nicer when it gets later, but we have like no outside lights. I don't know if that's a hybrid or electronic. It's a neighbor that has a newer Bronco, but it's quiet all the time usually. I didn't know if it's electric or what. Yeah, I don't know. I might start on it. I really don't. There's so much grease and stuff underneath there by the transmission and the third motor mount, and other than that, everything else I usually keep pretty clean, except for the body and I guess that area. But yeah, just the whole having to squeeze underneath there and not having a lot of room and having these little hands kind of sucks. Just something I don't really want to work on again. I'll have to look at that notebook and find another excuse why I'm not working on it. But oh yeah, I got the Colt Sunday. Forgot about that. Just put on my suit for Sunday. Yeah, I don't know. I might work on it. I don't know. I got to find the right tools. That's going to be a fun thing. Is like let's sort through the mismatch of tools that are everywhere in a tote and a bus tub thing for dishes, and try to find the right sockets and the right wrenches and extensions, and yeah, taking stuff apart, plus the whole making the shields thing I wanted to make, and all that mess, and how I'm going to do that or incorporate that probably later, because the one I got to take apart is one I want to put a shield on, which is probably the hardest one to get to. But it'd probably be better off when it's not covered in like flammable, whatever you call it, penetrating buster stuff, or WD-40 or either or, and then I gotta torch it, and then I gotta take it apart and pull it down just so I can get the starter out to begin with. Yeah, I don't know. Fun. Being an adult sucks. It's great, but it's not. I don't know. I guess it's great if I had my stuff together, but everything's just a mess. So, yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of it's a long pain in the ass. It's more of a lifting that brick up. Pretty much removing the brick in the first place and then replacing it with another brick and having no arm space or arm leverage to put it back. And then, yeah, I mean, I pretty much have like my arm sitting on this chair thing, and that's where the engine's at. And then I got the 18-pound brick to try to deal with having over myself to remove and replace a new one, and then put a bolt in there so it doesn't fall on me and, I don't know, bust out the rest of my teeth or something else. Yeah, it's fun. I wish GM would have made a better starter to begin with in the first place, but here we are, and everybody's like, I should sell your car. I'm thinking, yeah, but I paid for it. I don't have to make payments ever again, and it's paid, and yeah, I don't know. Freaking neighbor's working on something again. I hear pounding going on. I guess he's remodeling in his house or something, but it sounds like someone's beating somebody with something. I don't know if you can hear that thudding going on. Yeah, I'm sure I'll do it someday. Hopefully it's not snowing. Or not raining like it has been last week when I got this thing all lifted up, and then yeah, it starts raining all week. I'm like, oh, that's cool of you. Thanks for helping out, weather. Yeah, I don't know. It's been like 2 hours and 3 minutes. There's like one person left in here, but yeah, I supposed to let you go because I wanted to kind of make this a short, long stream, and I figured why not. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, and I'm gonna save this, which is probably gonna take, I don't know, a day to upload and save it to my channel. But yeah, it's cool to have people just stop in, and I just randomly did it. I am glad people stopped by and made them mods, and hopefully enjoyed my nonsense rambling. But I'll take it easy, JT. Thank you, Batgirl. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really used to this live stuff, but get those watch hours or whatever. I don't know. All right, everyone. You guys have a good weekend, and I don't know. Maybe you'll see me bitching about my starter the next day or two, hopefully. But yeah, take it easy. Be safe wherever you're at. Hopefully it's nice out, not 87 degrees or hurricanes. But thanks for watching, and I'm always on here because you know, yeah, I don't have any real friends in life, and problems I'm trying to escape. So peace out. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. How do I end this? I don't even know how to end this, dude. Just exit? I don't know. Look at the boomer trying to figure out how to live stream. Yeah.